Hi, I'm Heather
And I'm Caitlin
with Red Wing RC, and today we're going to talk about the Airopult restraint device. This is a great product to restrain your plane as you start it, and it's way better than any of the other products out there on the market, as well as any of the makeshift items you might use at the field.
It's also really light and compact, and it's really easy to set up, which we're going to show you in just a minute.
So let's go ahead and set it up, and then we'll talk about the features.
Sounds good.
So the first thing you'll do is pull up the stab restraints and snap them into place. And then you can adjust the width on the restraint for the appropriate size for your plane. This fits almost any size plane.
It fits a 50cc plane at the most pretty well, and you can always add these on to the extensions that we're about to show you. And then if you have a 100cc plane, you would need to purchase some additional inserts here.
So you'll add these to the front, and these are your landing gear restraints. Once you get that in there, I'm going to let you flip those up since I can't reach it that well. So as you can see, the Airopult has rear restraints and front restraints. The front restraint is for the landing gear. With traditional restraints, as you flip your prop to start the engine, your plane can roll backwards. With the Airopult, this will not happen.
That's right, Heather. And so with traditional restraints, normally what could happen is you chase your plane back a few feet, and then by the time you start it, it jumps another foot, potentially maiming you, which obviously you don't want that to happen.
Certainly.
So this definitely, the Airopult definitely, prevents that from happening. So you need all your fingers to fly a plane.
So now that we've talked about how you set up the Airopult, we're going to show you how it works. First thing you would do is to slide the lock and press the pedal release with your foot, and the rear restraints fall down.
And this lock here has an indicator, one side red and one side green, and so the red is obviously it's locked and the green is unlocked. So once you see green, you can go ahead and put your foot on the pedal and it will release these rear restraints. And now that the rear restraints are down, you can go ahead and slide your plane in. So you'll slide it in tail first until your landing gear hits the front restraints, and then you'll be able to set it down. And then all you need to do is bring these up and lock your stabs into place.
So now that our invisible plane is securely restrained with the Airopult, then you would start the plane. The front restraints would keep it from rolling backward, and once it's started, the rear restraints keep it from rolling forward. You slide the lock and you press it with your foot, and you can safely drive your plane right out of the restraint.
Yeah, Heather, and the really nice thing is you don't even have to bend down to pick up your plane. All you have to do is, slide the lock with your foot and step on it with your foot, and you're ready to drive off and get to flying.
So in conclusion, the Airopult is a really great restraint in that it restrains the plane in both the forward and backward motion. My favorite things about it are that you set it up and you're good for the rest of the day, and then also that it has the great foot release for the stabs, and that you can just drive your plane right out, ready to go.
A couple of other pretty great qualities is that it's really light, it's compact, you're not lugging a bunch of equipment to the field every day. It's easily portable, and for what it's worth, it's the safest restraint you could possibly use on your plane. And it works for almost every size plane you could have, so there's really nothing that you have that it won't work for.
So the Airopult is a great restraint, especially if you're the first guy or the last guy at the field. It will fully restrain your plane. It's a great product, so go to redwingrc.com and pick one up today.